go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robezoid channel. I'm your host, Mark. Today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Hugo Boss. And this is on the feminine aisle of things, and it is from their uber popular lineup called The Scent. And this is called Boss The Scent Le Parfum for Her. So a 2022 release penned by Nathalie Graciasetto, All-Star Perfumier. This is my first dip into the scent profile in the women's aisle. The men's aisle is darker stuff, right? Really nothing crazy, but coming from Hugo Boss, I'm not expecting fireworks, but the scent has it's got its fan base in the men's aisle, definitely, and I'm a Boss bottled fan as far as Hugo Boss goes, and the scent's kind of like a solid lineup behind that, but I wouldn't go too far as saying, you know, some of the better designer releases. So I'm starting fresh with this line in the women's aisle. With this one, it's a flanker, of course. There's several flankers. I believe the scent profile lineup is as popular in the feminine aisle that it is in the men's aisle. So if you are interested in this kind of information, of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, much appreciated. You'll get a male's take on a feminine fragrance and see what I think about that designer release. And again, this is part of the Fragflex haul, by the way. So obviously no unboxing needed. I believe there was just a generic, I think it was a gray box or a black or a white box with nothing on it. So I took it out of its box. Well, it seems like someone did use it just a little bit. I don't see any issues with the atomizer or anything. A beautiful bottle, you know, simple design. It works. Kind of has the same kind of design as the men's profile. So let's see what we get out of this. Let's take a look at the note breakdown first. I want to start looking at the notes and see what I think I'm going to be getting. Nothing new here to me. Aki Gallywood, Vetiver, Orange Blossom, Pink Pepper in the note breakdown that I'm seeing in front of me. Nothing screams different to me, so I've smelt all these notes before, but which one is going to be prominent? How good is the blending? Nathalie Graciasetto, All-Star Perfumier, like I said earlier, so I'm assuming some pretty good blending, but again, it's all about the creative direction. It's all about that creative direction. It doesn't matter who pens it. I know that Nathalie has talent, but it all depends on the brand. So we're going to put it on strip first, then we'll put it on skin. Yes, I put the female fragrances on my skin. There's no better way of testing. I'll just be quite honest. Paper can help you, you know, pave the way, but wearing it during the day, and I have no shame. I wear what I wear. I don't really care. I'm not one of those that goes, oh, like, if I'm going to a serious board meeting, yes, I'm going to start thinking about what I'm going to be wearing. Stuff like that, things that are important, but day-to-day stuff, I really don't care. But I am mindful also about sprays. I'm not one of those wieners, basically, wearing 30 sprays, 20 sprays of something. You know, those influencers that do that, that's stupid. You could tell that those people never had a real job. So let's delve into this. Let's smell it. Let's see what this fragrance is all about. Ooh, very fruity off the bat. Red fruit is what I'm gathering. It's not telling me much in regards of the red fruit. I would say probably apple. I'm getting like kind of like an apple-y vibe. It has a creamy aspect. That's definitely from the Orange Blossom. It's synthetic, so it's a sweet synthetic. It's a simple scent profile. It's nothing crazy. Like, it's like the male counterparts are kind of like cheap smelling, but I see the lane, and I'm assuming this has the kind of same kind of lane in the women's aisle. It smells cheap, kind of even cheaper than the men's counterparts, to be quite honest, which is okay. The male counterparts are like gourmands, like dark, heavy gourmands. And it does its, you know, it has its place. But this doesn't shout to me anything different, crazy, unique, very well built, things like that. No. Yeah. Smells like another generic big box designer fragrance. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. But again, like once you start looking into you know, looking for something special for yourself, something like that. The orange blossom is the dominant note in here. So the fruity aspect, now that I got it on skin, a mismatch of apple and peach. I'm getting a peachy vibe now on my skin. It's syrupy sweet, but it's not pixie stick sweet. So it has that sweetness there. The pink pepper itself, pink pepper can give out a lot of different facets. Pink pepper can give like almost like a red fruity thing, which I'm kind of getting in here. So that could be the pink pepper doing that. But also pink pepper can also give out a rose-like quality, and I'm kind of getting a little bit of that on my skin. At the end of the day, this is not a fireworks fragrance review, right? Unboxing. There's nothing really here, a lot to unpack. There's not much to unpack, to be quite honest with this. This is just a designer mid-tier fragrance. It's exactly where the Hugo Boss line is to me. Like there's, in the men's aisle, if you're asking me, you know, there'd be a very short list with the Hugo Boss. Like Boss Bottled, basically it starts there and it ends there. Hugo Boss doesn't have like an extensive, like I would have to rack my brain and saying, these are the top 10s from Hugo Boss. No, that top 10, and I'm being frank here, and that's just my taste though, would be peppered with Boss Bottled and its flankers. To me, personally. There'd be a couple of the scent profiles because I kind of like some of them, but they're a little too youngin' for me, right? This is one of those that, you know, after a few years on the market, it's going to start hitting bargain bins. And that's where I think this one will shine. Like retail, I don't think so. Personally, if you're asking me, that's what my thought process here. But if it eventually finds itself at a bargain bin, and that's a bargain bin snag, which you won't last long in the bargain bin. That's basically what this is. You're going to get something that was released recently. That's definitely not worth retail. It's definitely not worth the first chopping of discounting. Like these new releases get like a chopping of their retail price in their first initial launch. That first chop of like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that, not worth it. Once it starts going down and down and down, it needs to be heavily discounted. That's basically what I'm saying to make it worthwhile. There's nothing here that is screaming great. Like the orange blossom is your primary. That's telltale sign here. As far as vetiver and Akigali wood, not much of it's coming through. I'm getting a bit of just a bit of a woodiness. You can give that to the Akigali wood or the vetiver. Doesn't really matter. There's no real green facets. There's no earthy facets of the vetiver. Yeah. So at the end of the day, you can find this one at fragflex.com talking about discounters, and you can use my code TFG10. You get 10% off site-wide, so you don't have to purchase this. You can go check out Hugo Boss's. If you can take one thing out of this fragrance review, and it's not just for this, but Hugo Boss as a brand, never pay full retail for Hugo Boss. Never do. Like they just release like new releases. Like you see that with the Boss Bottled, like the elixir and stuff. Like people are paying like 180, like it was $180 Canadian, I think, at a discounter. A Hugo Boss set, a Boss Bottled flanker. No, not even close. And at this moment now, today, like after launch, like that elixir had 6 months now into the market. Guess where it's at now at discounters? I just saw it on Fragrance Buy. It was 180 Canadian for the big bottle. When it first launched, when it was popular, they knocked off 80 bucks. 60 to 80 bucks. I think it was 109 or 119 or 100. Right on that cusp. So you can see that it's starting to knock, like a Hugo Boss, I will never spend $100 or more. Forget about that. So check out Fragflex, 10% off code at TFG10. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly. Again, you don't have to co-sign me. You can tell me why you like it. I could see this as a good starter fragrance, a fragrance for a woman that's just doesn't have a big collection, wants, you know, likes Hugo Boss fragrances, thinks this smells nice, found it for a good price. I could see this as your signature scent, something like that, but there's nothing special here. That's what a frag head is like me saying to you. But it's, you know, it smells nice, but it's nothing, you know, it's a mid-tier Hugo Boss fragrance. Yeah, that's it. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your Hugo Boss release wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.